Last time on Warframe.
What I'm getting out of this is that there was an old war. Hi, Ordis! I love Ordis. Oh, Nata is teaching us about sentience. This is nostalgia right here.
The Sentient Hun House used to destroy the Tenno by exploiting long-forgotten secrets. Let's replay it.
The sentient Hunhao has grown strong again, and his thoughts.
Dad Hunhao. Grandpa Hunhao. Why did that cut you off?
The Grineer's excavations have disturbed Hunhao's tomb. They've awakened something evil, bent on Tenno destruction.
Yes.
Infiltrate the Grineer systems to find out what they know. It may lead us to
The Sentient is here to kill the Tenno.
The Grineer expedition has uncovered pieces of Hunhao, fragments of his body. For Hunhao, every part of him is connected to his mind. Is this how he's invading my mind?
Huh? Oh, stairs. There's always hidden stairs. Stealth kill. You have to be stealthy. Like that.
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that before the data destruction is complete.
How do we get up there? Hold on. 23 seconds. What? How do we get up from here? What? How do we get in here? What? I don't know. I'm confused. I am confusion. I am confusion. We're gonna lose this one because I am confusion. 'Cause yeah, we're just gonna fucking bump our head on this. Oh, never mind. We're not gonna bump our head on this.
I was looking for. I can decode the rest of the message. This is bizarre.
They destroyed it.
It's for me.
You didn't even need to succeed.
Contact this person. Get to extract.
Didn't even need to succeed. So, Saturn, being on Saturn here, I think this is Saturn. Was this Saturn or Uranus? So you can see they made it covered in water. You know how many hundreds of thousands of years it would take to make Saturn or Uranus or whichever we're on to be covered in water? You know how long that would take? That's how we know that this is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years in the future. And not just, you know, a few thousand years in the future. You know, this is long enough past our time that, you know, humans have evolved and devolved and destroyed civilizations. You know, many civilizations have come and gone between our civilization and the time of the Tenno. Even the Orokin. The Orokin had to have been around for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of generations. And they've been wiped out since. And their ancient structures have decayed so much to the point that they are now that it has to have been many years since the Orokin, you know, were destroyed. Interesting.
Yes, this is it. A fragment of.
Interesting.
Of my father. Destroyed in the old war.
Destroyed in the old war. Okay, wait. So old war. So the old war is referring to the Sentient and the Sentient versus the Orokin. But what about the Grineer? What role did the Grineer play? What role did the Grineer play in the old war then?
Oh no.
Thank you, daughter. Fear has baited you to the snare. What was secret is now known. Your Tenno, their touch. I now see the womb of the sky.
The womb of the sky.
Walks the path.
Yeah.
What have I done? Get out of there, Tenno.
So the Stalker is then Grineer were the slaves of the Orokin. Oh, okay. And now Grandpa's ghost is hunting us. That's one thing I didn't know about Stalker. I knew about Stalker, and I've killed Stalker many times. I didn't know Stalker was a fragment of the Sentient. The thing about the sentient though is it seems because the oculists are part of the sentient. So the sentient himself is one entity, but he's like cloned. He's like, you know, what's the fucking the Marvel villain Ultron. The sentient is Ultron. The sentient is literally Ultron. He has just a bunch of like copies of robots of himself that are like fragments of his sentientness, because he's a sentient. He's not like an organism. He is a sentient program. He is a sentient robot, and that is what they are. They are sentients. So he has just copies of himself all over the place. It's literally, Sentient is literally fucking Ultron. That's something I don't know a lot about the Tenno themselves. And we'll figure that out throughout the story. Hopefully there'll be more information that I don't have. We'll learn more. Wow. So we are in the void, which is like the gap between our solar system and other solar systems. And so that is Lua. That is Lua. You can see all these auric structures that have been built around Lua. Lua is the moon, is Earth's moon. This is Lua. We are, so at this point in the story, the Earth's moon was teleported into the void by Space Mom, I would say. And so you can see this is the moon. We haven't had access to the moon in many a year, and this is where the Orokin are from, the Orokin and the Tenno. And this is where all the Tenno are being hidden away. All of the Tenno were hidden on Lua and then put in the void.
From your mission.
So, I think that's so the gap in going into the void is forbidden for sentience because it makes the sentience infertile. Is that what that was? Is this the gap, is going into the void, crossing the gap that turned Mama infertile? Is that what that is? And that's why the sentients can't come to the void. So we have all these auric structures in the void that are not related to to Lua. But then when we're on Lua, we're also in auric structures, just, you know, different auric structures. So when you're in the void, the auric structures, you can see here, they're not degraded very much. All these void auric structures, they're you know, they're pretty put together. All the auric structures on Lua, on the other hand, are decrepit and destroyed and you know, run down. Ella yaps a lot. He sure fucking does. He's a corpus. Of course he yaps a lot. That's all the corpus know how to do. So, Lua, we teleported Lua from the void, and Lua is back to orbiting Earth. So, now we need to go protect the moon. Corpus is more of a faction than a species. Well, I mean, they're still a species. They enslaved the Solaris, which is a different species. I would say, and they're obviously a different species than the Earthlings and the Tenno and the Grineer, so they've gotta be, they're their own species. That's usually how, in hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years, aliens from different planets have been separated long enough that they would have speciated.
So that my fragments may attack. The Tenno hearts will beat their...
If you'll notice, some planets are native Grineer, some planets are native Corpus. You know, some Earth has its own species. So, you notice here, now that we're on the moon, the Orokin architecture is crumbling. You'll see, you've noticed. Oh, it's not supposed to be right back in its rightful place yet. It will be after this mission, this quest line puts the moon back in its rightful place around the Earth.
I didn't want to have to do this, but the collapse is imminent. The reservoirs to survive, we need to pull the moon
Yeah.
out of the void.
Yep, that's what we're about to do.
The void compass
All right, Stalker.
There are 3 void compasses that steer the moon within the void. I will disconnect them from the central system to gain control. Supply them with power from your shields while I finish my task.
Nata, you trust this Oregon blood who would chisel weapons from our bones?
Get close to the void compass.
Yep.
Tenno powers are useless.
Nah.
You cannot stop the inevitable.
Tenno power is great.
The compass needs your shield's power. The void compasses
There we go.
are all disrupted. There's one more step. Get to the pendula.
The
Hurry.
pendula. The pendula. Does Hunhao think just all humanoids are Orokin, or is aLidV actually an Orokin? That's the question I have now. Is aLidV actually an Orokin? Can Space Mommy be trusted? aLidV is a corpus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I know he's a corpus, and that's what I'm saying, but Hunhao's calling him an Orokin. So, is Orokin just a name for, like, humanoids, or? Whoa, don't suck me in. Don't suck me. I don't want to be sucked. I don't... If you need a clan or anything, let me know. I have a clan. I'm gonna... Oh. I don't recall this elevator. I don't think I've ever, like, remember seeing this elevator ever before. Hmm? What am I hearing? What is all these things I'm hearing?
Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind.
What?
It won't hurt anyone. I just need more time.
What am I hearing?
But the
You just heard the conversation between Margulis and Ballas before Margulis went to try. Who the fuck is Margulis and Ballas? Who the fuck is Margulis and Ballas? That is not names that have popped up in this game. I've played up the stories. Those are not names that we have heard yet. What? Margulis is Lotus? That's, her name was Nata. What the, why does she have 3 names now? What?
So shame on you, you Orokin. So perfect on the outside, but you're rotted through and through.
7 hands raised. For your apostasy, the judgment is death.
Apostasy?
Why?
So Margulis was sentenced to death?
It's about the other rejects we consigned to Lua a few years ago. They're calling it transference.
Calling it transference.
But
Rejects.
these aren't Dark soldiers. These are golems possessed by devil minds.
Oh, this is telling us about the origin of the Tenno. So the Tenno were rejected Orokin, who were sent away. They were abandoned by the Orokin and sent to be child soldiers for their war. We were the weapons of the Orokin. That's what Tenno are. We were the weapons of the Orokin, and now the Orokin are dead. Which means, like, species-wise, Tenno are Orokin. There's more story quests that explains this better. Well, yeah, we're getting to the story quests. Don't do more. Let me make realizations on my own. If I ask a direct question, just stick with a direct question. But also, I will make it very clear when I am asking a direct question and not just rhetorically questioning things. Warframe lore is very convoluted. Yeah, that's why this is why we're going through this again, so we can have some realizations and learn about things that we didn't know about. Because to be honest, I think I didn't really pay attention the first time I played this. Here we are. This is the true Tenno, which you got the spoilers of earlier, but this is the reveal that us Tenno are not robots. Us Tenno are Orokin children who were placed into machines to
Not of
transfer
what
our
you are,
consciousness into the robots.
but of what you want to be.
And this was the biggest fucking reveal when this came out. The biggest fucking reveal that the Warframes are not just robots. I would say, and all of the Tenno for many generations, for years and years, have been locked away in Lua, in our transference pods. All those pods over there, those are different Tenno, and like they're all over the moon, just covered in Tenno. And that is what the Sentient is here to kill. Wants to kill our true forms, our actual bodies.
Shadow, but remember your despair. This is your only chance to make it end.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to enjoy the realizations. Thank you.
Too weak, Shadow. Mine is strong. My fragments will finish this.
So Sentient is gonna take over the body of or no.
Tenno,
The Stalker gave up hunting us?
you're awake now, but you're more vulnerable than ever.
Yeah.
Get back to your ship now.
Going. Hi, Sentient. Yes, we as Tenno are obviously not human because we fire lasers out of our hands that just destroy sentience. So, with this, we have officially, with this part of the story, we have officially brought our real form back to our
I
ship.
don't know how much time you have. Descend into the heart of your orbiter. There you will find the somatic.
And now we bring our true form back. And we go put ourselves in this pod over here.
Ow!
Hi, Stalker. Welcome to our ship.
Get past him. Get to the link. Focus, Tenno. Use your energy to breathe
Easy.
life into the somatic link.
Shall not leave this place.
Nah, I'd win.
Again, it needs more power.
Gimme. Zap it. Ugh.
And your reckoning.
I don't think so, Shadow Stalker. I don't think so.
Time.
There we are. Hi, Stalker.
No self, no sense, no death. Just a metal puppet dangling on Tenno strings.
Mm-hmm.
Only the Tenno's death will end your despair.
My Warframe! My Warframe!
All your dread-long life, you've waited for this moment. But you're asking yourself, was I one of these wretched things? answer. You still hate them. You
So,
still
Stalker here. As you can see, Stalker here is a Warframe himself, but is a Warframe who gains sentience. And that is what the Sentient brought into him. So he was a Warframe that gains sentience, and as such, hates the Tenno. Because he feels like he was imprisoned by the Tenno as a Warframe. Mm-hmm. That's a new thing. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that until now. I had no idea. I'd never seen Stalker up close. At least as far as I could remember. Like, obviously I've seen these cutscenes before, but I couldn't remember these cutscenes. So that's a new realization, is that Stalker is a Warframe. Stalker was a Warframe. Hmm? Hi, Mama. Mama Lotus has joined us on this ship. Mother. I love you, Mother. God. Mama's so fucking hot. God, wood.
Now we fight on two fronts, my child. The war
Yes.
without. My child, so beautiful to behold. How
Yes.
do you feel?
I am gorgeous.
I'm confused. I thought I was...
I know. Forgive me.
Yeah. So this is the reveal. This is the big reveal. For the longest time, everybody in the Warframe community was like, okay, Warframes are, you know, robots, so we are things. And even them was like, I thought I was just a robot. You know, I thought I was just my Warframe.
The soft lines of a hand. My mother's, I think. We were watching the stars, awaiting the jump to Tau. She was afraid.
Memories from your time aboard the Zariman 10-0, before the void jump accident.
Void jump accident?
Years
Zariman
before the ship was
10-0?
recovered. It was drifting dead in space. All her crew gone.
So, okay, so our parents did die. Okay. Okay, so that's information. That's a big information reveal. You only get one piece of the information. You have 3 options for information. You get one of them. And I don't think that was one I got. So that is what happened. My mother, we were on a ship. We were jumping through space. We were an intergalactic Orican species, and all of our parents died during a jump went wrong, and now all of the Tenno babies, all of us children, orphans, were taken in by Mama. Hmm?
We were just kids, but they were afraid of what we could do.
Yeah.
When they tried to treat us like rats, I stood up to them. I
Yeah.
wasn't going to let them divide us after what we'd been through.
Mm-hmm.
You were so brave, but the Orokin were afraid of you.
Yeah.
The void had changed you, and you couldn't control it. No one could.
Yeah.
They were about to destroy the orphans of 10-0, but Margulis, she loved you. She found her way.
10-0. Margulis. Oh, that's why Margulis was put to death. She saved the Tenno. Instead of so she okay.
In dreams, we could control it. Focus it.
Okay.
So she
Because the
makes
Orokin
flowers.
wanted to destroy
My
us.
favorite flower.
Margulis saved us, and she was
said,
put to death for it.
"Sometimes something beautiful can grow out of something ugly."
Yeah.
The Orokin murdered Margulis, used her work to create transference.
Yeah.
Your mind projected into a surrogate strong enough to withstand your power.
Yeah.
It felt like waking up, but it was just a lucid second dream.
Lucid's second dream, the name of the quest.
Maybe we felt it. Maybe
Yes.
it didn't matter. We had a life. We embraced it. I wanted to punish those who abused their power, and now I had a way.
Yes.
And so you became Tenno, serving the Orokin, but bound by honor. As
Yes.
the Tenno grew, they founded great schools, the Tenno ways. Do you see yours?
I see a mountain breaking the sky. The way of Uneru. We pushed ourselves to outlast the enemy.
Yes.
Stand all aggression without bending.
Yes.
Uneru will be your focus,
Yes.
but we have so much more to do.
Yes.
Here in the Orbiter, transference will be even stronger. Command the Warframes. Make whole the shattered world
Yes.
you've been given.
Yes.
Are you ready, Tenno?
Yes.
Yes, Lotus, I am.
Yes.
By us.